Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. My name is Adi and today we are here with week 10 of the XDL. And this is it. This is the final week of the regular season and this is the matchup that everyone has been waiting for. We are playing Bryce Young, aka Mandby, and of course his links are in the description. He's a really good up and coming player, but let me give you a quick rundown of how the league has gone so far. So after week 4, there were 3 undefeated teams left. There was Joe, there was Bryce, and there was myself. And I remember I looked at the schedule and I see Joe in week 9 and Bryce in week 10 back to back. And I know the end of the season is going to be absolutely crazy. Joe and Bryce played in week 5 and Bryce wins. So now there are 2 undefeated teams left and we just keep winning. And it's really hard at that point not to look ahead. We both knew it. People in the comments knew it. We wanted that undefeated showdown in week 10 to decide the number 1 overall seed. And we were both 7-0 at one point, and it looked like it was going to happen. And sadly, it did not. We both dropped games, so I'm 7-2 and he is 8-1. But that still means that this game decides the number 1 overall seed in the XDL. Who is the best regular season team? It all comes down to this. So let's look at his team. The number 1 pick for him was Dragapult, which, much like our top tier picks, is a very versatile Pokemon. I think prioritizing that was a really smart decision in the draft, and of course it paid off really well for both of us. Dragapult can Dynamax and be this really powerful attacker. It can play a supportive role with Screens and Will-O-Wisp, or it can just proc a weakness policy, usually with Surf, or it can beat up a Justified Pokemon, which he has 2 of in Arcanine and Terrakion. Now, Dragapult is pretty weak to powerful fairy types, and normally there aren't many of those. He actually has one of them in Primarina, but we have the best one in Togekiss. And I know I said that about Hydreigon last week, and I know we lost, but in my defense, we did not lose to Hydreigon. Dragapult can do a little bit more than Hydreigon can into Togekiss. It can click Max Steel Spike on the physical side. It can click Max Phantasm, of course, or it can just Surf to proc a weakness policy to play around Follow Me. I mean, it can do so much, so we'll just have to see. However, the other star of the show for him has been the Steelix. It was his tier 3 pick, and it actually is second in the MVP contention, largely because it took 6 KOs against Bebzy in week 1. Now, I've talked about how much my team can struggle against powerful rock and ground type Pokemon like Terrakion and Steelix, and so I felt the need to respect this really heavily. In Trick Room specifically, with Oranguru, it can consistently set up Trick Room, and so Steelix could potentially run through the team if I don't have a lot of counterplay to it. A lot of times in Trick Room, I can try to abuse my own Trick Room abusers like Stakataka and Snorlax, but those two don't interact well with Steelix, so I needed to find another way to play around it. It does have a base 200 defense stat, so it's going to be really hard to kill on the physical side. But obviously, I'll talk about what I'm doing to beat Steelix in a little bit. Some other Pokemon that are scary are his entire team is really functional. It doesn't feel like any Mons are dead weight. He's brought every single Pokemon on his team at least twice. So it's a really well-rounded team. The Primarina is his other tier 1 pick, and if I'm abusing my ground types to deal with Terrakion and Steelix, then this could get really annoying. But in general, I do have pretty good ways to deal with it. The Arcanine probably doesn't show up because of the potential Defiant Thunderous, and Mamoswine has Oblivious, but he does have 2 other abilities that he can use in Justified and Flash Fire, so you never really know there. The Alolan Ninetales has Aurora Veil, and that gives him ways to hit my flying types as well with ice coverage, and so that could get really annoying for the Togekiss and Thundurus. And the Mandibuzz is probably the least likely Pokemon to show up because, I have a Togekiss. It's not going to do much into Togekiss. The Bolt Hunt does do a lot into Togekiss, and it is uniquely a pain in the butt because it has the move Electrify, which turns whatever it's targeting, it turns its move into an electric type move, and of course that means that Steelix is immune to it. So if one of my Pokemon can't hit Steelix, that's not ideal, but that being said, I do have 2 ground type Pokemon, and I did bring both of them, as you're going to see real soon, so that kind of invalidates the Bolt Hunt because it doesn't really get great coverage outside of electric coverage, so I just kind of get to ignore it with my 2 Pokemon. The other Pokemon, you see Mienshao. If you play Series 10, you know what that does. It's Fake Out, Inner Focus. It's a really powerful fighting type that can't get intimidated. And then the Serena blocks Priority or Sleep. And so he might bring that if he's afraid of Pranks or Thundurus, or if he's afraid of Jinx, depending on which ability he brings. So we might see it. Like I said, every Mon has its use, and I think that being said, I have something that he is going to really struggle with. So here's my team, and I guess let's just start with the most notable Pokemon. It is the mixed weakness policy Tapu Bulu. Points to the Pokemon that lives in attack on his team from this thing. It's just the Serena, maybe the Ninetales, maybe the Oranguru. He does not have great ways to deal with Grass Fairy coverage. It's mixed for two reasons. The first is that Bulu does not get a physical fairy move. I don't know why. But the second is because Steelix has a base 200 defense stat. And so it's going to click Max Steel Spike into it, and it's never going to die to a physical move that's not Surging Strikes. And so if he clicks Max Steel Spike into the Tapu Bulu, especially in Trick Room, it's going to proc my weakness policy, at which point a special Max Overgrowth is going to do, I think, 85 to 95% into it. And so it's going to leave it in chip range from an Aqua Jet or an Ice Shard. The other moves, Horn Leech specifically hits Primarina harder, and I mean, it means I can run Solar Beam as my special move to get that base 140 max move, while still having a grass move I can click outside of Dynamax, and the high horsepower is there because Max Quake is quite good, and Bulu needs this def boost, although I have considered Protect to stall out an additional turn of Trick Room with Max Guard. We'll see if that gets punished for that, but I did win games in testing because I got that Spadef boost and was able to end game Ninetales and Primarina a little better. The other Dynamax on my team is the Togekiss. Again, with the fairy coverage, it's really good into his team, and a max airstream is the best way to deal with Serena, and it also means that half my team can outspeed his Terrakion and Ninetales. Follow Me is there to stop beat up, of course, but it also is just like the best move in VGC, just always fading an attack. And then the Protect was there. It's actually the last move that I added over Fire Blast. The Fire Blast was there specifically to hit Steelix. Nothing else really wanted to get hit with Fire Blast, maybe Ninetales. But Max Flare into Solar Beam was also a really cool interaction that happened exactly once in testing, and I popped off when it happened. But it's not something that I really want to game plan around. I don't think it's very consistent. And instead, Protect is my best way to deal with Trick Room. He doesn't really have a second Pokemon that can abuse Trick Room. It's like maybe Primarina, other than the Steelix, of course. And so I just get to stall out Trick Room really effectively with Protects, clicking Dazzling Gleam on turn 1 and then maybe on turn 2 or turn 3 to pressure switch-ins is really good, because then the Oranguru never gets to set up a second Trick Room, and I only have to stall out one Trick Room, and the Bulu, of course, can not only take an attack in Trick Room, but do a lot of damage back, so that's going to be really effective in those Trick Room situations as well, but I don't want Bulu to have to sit through, 4 turns of Trick Room. And then I also decided that every other Pokemon on my team hits Steelix really hard, so Togekiss probably doesn't have to, and Protect is probably just a better move in general, because again, Protect Follow Me, really, really cool, very good mind games, especially next to like an Urshifu, because then he has to decide, is he clicking a ground move into Urshifu calling my Protect, is he clicking a steel move into Togekiss protecting my Follow Me. It's just, a whole thing that he has to deal with, another level of mind games that I think is going to really help me and add to like consistent play. The Urshifu is a pretty standard set. It outspeeds the Arcanine and then punishes him for going Modest or Adamant with Ninetales or Terrakion. The Protect is there for Trick Room stuff, and then I decided I never ever need to click Close Combat into his Pokemon, and so Poison Jab hits the Primarina and Serena a little better. I used to have Ice Punch to hit Dragapult instead of Primarina, but I decided Primarina was a bigger problem for Urshifu than Dragapult. Dragapult is usually going down by turn 2 of the game. The Nidoking and Mamoswine are also pretty standard. Again, if he wants to beat me with his Steel and Rock-type Pokemon, then I'm going to throw my Ground-type Pokemon at them. Nidoking is also really good because Poison coverage deals with Primarina, Serena, and Ninetales really well. The Mamoswine has a Focus Sash on it because it doesn't get affected by Sandstorm or Hail, and he could reasonably set up either, if not both of those. And then theoretically, I could proc Weakness Policy myself with Ice Shard, but I kind of doubt that comes up. It's just good coverage in general. It has priority, which is really valuable. I think Mamoswine is just a really good Pokemon in this matchup. And then finally, the Thundurus is a Chardy Berry for Terrakion and Steelix as well, I guess. The Focus Blast is there for those two mons again. And then if it comes down to it, just not going to miss. It's really that simple. The Thunderbolt hits specifically the Primarina, but it's also just good coverage, good stab. And then the Rain Dance is there for Ninetales stuff. Just stopping Aurora Veil is really useful, and then it also turns off Sandstorm and powers up Urshifu if it really comes down to either of those things. The Thunder Wave is the best move on the set. If he's trying to do anything gimmicky with Dragapult or Terrakion and just outrun my team, I can Thunder Wave it and kill it before it gets a chance to move. Otherwise, I think Surf Dragapult with Terrakion just runs through my team if not for this Pokemon, and so I really need this move here. The Eerie Impulse was definitely a consideration, probably over the Rain Dance, but I don't know. I like these moves. So that's what I've got. Bulu was absolutely incredible in practice, and I am confident in this team. And this is what we've all been waiting for. We have been looking forward to this match since literally week 4. This might be the most hyped draft league match in the regular season, literally ever. This is number 1 versus number 2. This is 1985 Iowa, Michigan. This is 2011 Alabama, LSU. It does not get bigger than this. So let's get into it. Okay, we are back. One thing I should note is that I did make a small change on the top of Bulu to give it protect instead of high horsepower. And I mean, hey, this looks like we are immediately rewarded for the decision. It looks like he's going to go for a trick room mode. I decided that I didn't really need that many ways to hit the Steelix. Again, I just have ways to hit it already. Yeah, I mean, and I was just gonna hit while Dynamaxed, and Max Quake wasn't actually coming up. Protect let me stall out one additional turn of Trick Room, which did come up a lot. So, here we go. There isn't a fast mode. There isn't really a reason to bring Thunderous other than if I'm scared of Ninetales setting up screens exactly. Am I scared of Ninetales setting up screens? I'm leading Togekiss every time. Again, it just does so much. I'm really surprised he brought Mandby. I don't really know what it does. If he brings Ninetales, I think I just want to kill it, honestly. Like, he has Arena too, so I really don't want to bring the Thunderous. I definitely want Bulu in back, and then I probably want the Nidoking. Yeah, so we're going to go with these 4. Thunderous doesn't do very much. Rain Dance is going into Ninetales and nothing else because he doesn't have a fast mode and he doesn't have a Serena. And then the Bulu is going to be the thing that actually cleans up the game, but the Nidoking gives me, in both Pokemon, give me options to hit the Serena. The Urshifu may be a little questionable. Maybe I was supposed to go double ground. Again, because the Serena is a little bit of a problem, I was hoping he wouldn't bring that Pokemon. But we'll see. We'll see. I forgot to write that as team again. Oh man. All right, we'll see. Serena. We got Mandibuzz. We have the Oranguru, the Mienshao. Of course, we see there. We see what else did he have? He had the Steelix, and then he had one more that I can check right now. But into this is pretty standard. I just want to click Dazzling Gleam and Surging Strikes. I'm just going to get damage off. He doesn't really do anything in Trick Room with the Ninetales. Yeah. Right, and so the goal here, then this is why I had Protect instead of Fire Blast, is because I just want to be able to click Dazzling Gleam, get damage off. It's fine if I don't have a Sash, right? And then I will basically be saying, hey, I mean, you want to get Trick Room up, that's fine. You're going to be losing 2 Pokemon potentially. You're going to be taking a bunch of damage. I can just Protect to stall it out. But wait, what is going on? He's either Dynamaxing the Mienshao or the... Okay, there's the Oranguru. Is he, like, Brutal Swinging? To, like, proc a weakness policy? Is that what we're seeing? I mean... And then... No, that's not how Symbiosis works, right? There's the Fling. Pitaya Berry. Okay. And yeah, so there's a weakness policy. That's special attack, and then 3 stages of special attack, sure. And so that was the Surging Strikes. It's going to do a decent chunk. Like, realistically, maybe Dazzle is probably going to KO this Mienshao. This is probably fine, right? Like, obviously, Oranguru is going to do a lot of damage, but, like, he's not going to have Trick Room. I'm just faster than him. He can only KO 1 Pokemon at a time. I mean, I just did 75% with 2 attacks, right? I did crit. Crit's always nice, but, it is Crit Kiss, you know, it's pretty good at crit. And then there's the Max Strike. So Hyper Beam, right? That's the I guess it could be physical, but realistically it's Hyper Beam. He doesn't have fast Pokemon is the thing, right? He has Ninetales as his only real Fastmon on the team. And then so the Togekiss is a little slower now. I also don't have Fastmons is the problem. My best Fastmon is Nidoking, which does take a chunk from Ninetales, but I think I'm EV to live anything from Ninetales. I can also just follow me with Togekiss and take a KO, and that's like pretty safe. I don't think that there's anything that... Nothing KOs the Togekiss. It has to be like Specs Ninetales, and that may KO the Togekiss. I do have a little bit of a problem with Ninetales, right? I think I'm going to go with the Bulu. I think he's going to bring in Ninetales. I think I'm going to have to max Overgrowth. But yeah, there's the Ninetales. This is okay, though. This should be okay. If he Blizzards, then I get the Follow Me off and I just live. Maybe I don't even Follow Me. Right? Like, he has to what? Icy Wind? I don't know. Let's see. What can he do? Icy Wind is the punish to not click and Follow Me. Otherwise, I just click Dazzling Gleam. I live in attack. If he's fast, or what's Rangaru's speed? If he's not running any investment, he's like modest nature. He's 80 and I'm 85. So like realistically, unless he put some investment in, I should have speed. I'm willing to risk the game on this. That might be stupid, but I'm willing to risk the game on this. Then we are going to go for the physical one here. He might be. Oh no, he's probably speed investment, right? He probably said, you know, I have max strike. Okay, this might be a mistake then. If he's speed investment, then I really should have clicked Follow Me because I'm maxing. We'll see how much. We'll see how punished I get. He could also just target down the Togekiss. There's the Blizzard, so here's my weakness policy. Togekiss lives just barely. Oh my god, that must be specs, right? Where's my weak 10 kiss? And there's the max strike into Togekiss. Good. Okay, cool. So the Blizzard is doing 57 to 68 normally. If he's choice specs, it's in that range. Yeah. So he is choice specs Ninetales. And how much did he do to the Bulu? Did he do over half? I missed it. No, he didn't. Okay. So the Bulu is. Oh my god, this is gonna be close. Choice specs Ninetales. Wow. The Blizzard does, yeah, it's a roll. It's going to be a roll. I think it's going to KO the Nidoking. I'm going to count that too. But, like, the Nidoking has some bulk, but yeah, no, the Nidoking just dies. Oh, wait, what? Oh, no. Alright, we're back. There was a disconnection that was on my end. My internet apparently just decided it didn't want to work today. But we did recreate the game state, and you know, this is going to be tenuous. I think actually the exact same HP stat that I was at, but like that Blizzard onto Bulu is probably a roll. Realistically, he told me to get Serena afterwards. Like, if Serena is outspeeds Bulu, which it should on minus speed, he just takes this, right? Like, Blizzard into any attack is going to KO the Bulu. Blizzard, I think, just OHKOs the Nidoking. I have to protect Nidoking. I have to hope he throws. He hasn't seen a Sash yet, so, like, yeah, I mean, Mamoswine wins this game, but, like, obviously I don't have the Mamoswine. And so we are just going to Overgrowth the Ninetales and hope that there's no other line, right? There's no line, I guess, like, multiple protects into Blizzard missing, but, like, that's not reasonable. Yeah, we just have to hope he throws, hope he misses a triple Axle potentially, hope he, yeah, just targets the Nidoking. Thinks I have Sash. No, this is the Grassy Glide, so yeah, that's probably gonna wrap it up. Yep, okay. So, Mamoswine in back would have won there. Maybe. The Mamoswine in back would have forced him to target the Mamoswine, if nothing else. Here we can't, so he knows I don't have Sash. I'm like, I know he specs, right? That's the only thing that could possibly be the case here. Oh, he doesn't know I don't have Sash. Do I want to reveal damage rolls and go for, like, the quadruple protect? How many more turns of Hail are there? 3? I would need 4 protects in a row. That's unlikely enough that it's not worth trying to play 2, I think. Yeah, alright. So, game 1, after, you know, an extended delay for me to click one button and lose, a little disappointing. Obviously, like, okay, so Grassy Glide, he's clearly thought that I was going to bring Bulu. Fair enough. I mean, it didn't take me too long to figure out that it was the best Pokemon into his team. And so Glide's a good choice there. The Ninetales is very clearly specs. Ninetales. So that's going to be interesting, but I don't think he gets to do the same thing again because obviously I have a Togekiss. Togekiss is going to stop the Fling if he sees it coming. The Ninetales is what's really getting me because so I did calculate in the little break we had, I think, or maybe it was before that. It was like a 25% chance to KO Togekiss. I just need the Mamoswine. The Mamoswine is really important. Clicking Rain Dance is going to be good, but then the Serena says you can't do anything, which is a little off-putting. But I don't know. So he has two options, right? He can either go Trick Room and try to set up Trick Room and win with the Steelix, or he can try to power through with the Ninetales again, right? That's really the key. Is like, so either way, Mamoswine's going to be really important. Bulu is probably less good. I think Togekiss can probably safely max this game. Maybe not. Leading Nidoking doesn't... Nidoking's awkward into this sort of, like... I guess it's Pitaya Berry, right? I don't know. All I know is I want Mamoswine. I think I'm going to bring Thundurus just because I don't want to deal with this. And then I want Mamoswine, and then the last Pokemon has to be... Let's see. Urshifu deals with stuff pretty well. Nidoking deals with, like, a bulkier Steelix set pretty well. It deals with Mamoswine very poor. It deals with... You know what? If Ninetales beats me again, Ninetales beats me again. I think that's the mentality that I'm going to have. Realistically, Blizzard should 3-shot. Grassy Glad's going to be really bad for me. So I think I just need to, like, get Airstreams off. But I have the Thundurus for Ninetales. I just can't, like, not respect the Steelix. Because if I do that, then I'm, like, in a really bad spot. Especially since I think most people are going to try to switch it up after they win game 1. If he goes for Fling, he goes for Fling, right? Like, I don't think he's going to. I think he's just going to try to set up Trick Room. I think he's going to, like, try to click, follow, I don't know. Like, is he really going to go for Fling? That's just the $1 million question here. And I just can't see it, right? Like, that's such a ballsy play, right? Like, I don't know. I almost want to let the Mienshao live this turn and just go for the Air Slash here. Obviously, flinch odds are cool. I could Thunderbolt it as well, but I think I'd rather switch out into something that does a little more damage, which is probably the Nidoking. Yeah, it's probably just Nidoking. This way I can, like, follow me and Earth Power the slot to get it. He's not gonna fake out the Togekiss, right? That would be a little annoying. But even then, like, let's see. There's the fake out. It isn't to the Nidoking. He's getting a Trick Room up. I'm getting Air Slash off, so obviously I have flinch odds here. Flinch odds? Flinch odds? Flinch odds? Flinch odds? No, okay. Fair enough. And so now, he can still max, right? But the attack has to go to Nidoking, which can protect. The Dazzling Gleam will take out the Mienshao unless he clicks Wide Guard. I'm also allowed to max the Togekiss, but I don't really want to. I think he's trying to set up a Steelix max. I think that's, like, the only reasonable option here. I want to click Dazzling Gleam just because I want to deny any sort of, like, Fling shenanigans. I think that does the best job of doing that. And then I'm going to protect because it's pretty clear that he's going to target the Nidoking here. And if he maxes, then that's great. He's burned his max, you know? Okay, so there's Psychic. Yep, into Nidoking. And there's Dazzle, which should take this out pretty cleanly. And it takes out a Ranger. Great. So yeah, again, those crits. That's always nice. Did I crit the... Yeah, I did crit the Ranger too. So perfect, yeah. So, and now I'm just up 4-2. Even though he has Trick Room up, I've got Follow Me. I've got a ton of pressure on the Steelix. I've got, like, Focus Blast in back. And he has to click Steel Spike. That's fine. I get to click Earth Power. Serena's coming out. Serena's Triple Axle shouldn't KO Togekiss. Again, like, I should be just in a fantastic spot here. To the point where I might even just target down this, what do I have in back? Enough for Steelix? Probably? Like, I get to max Quake, if nothing else. I can max Knuckle with Thundurus and then, like, high horsepower. I want to Follow Me Sludge Bomb the Serena a little bit, because I feel like the Serena is the thing that's going to actually cause me trouble. I lose if he, like... I'm going to regret this. I can tell I'm going to regret this. Because if he just, like, clicks Protect, that's a huge punish, right? But, if I click Earth Power, what could go wrong if I click Earth Power? If I click Earth Power and I don't KO Steelix, then he just has 2 Pokemon left, and I kind of don't. I don't, maybe Triple Axle is just gonna knock me out. Maybe I was supposed to, like, Protect. I didn't need to necessarily follow me. I could have, like, Air Slashed. Maybe not follow meing was the play, so that I keep the thing alive for a turn. That's Life Orb. That's Life Orb as hell. Maybe I was supposed to max. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, there's Life Orb. Okay. Miss. Drop Kick. Oh, that's not... What does Drop Kick do again? Special Attack Drop? Attack Drop. Okay, that's fine. So this should KO, right? Even if it's AV. Not if it's AV. Cool. Good to know. Very cool. So let's see. He set up Trick Room. He spent a turn where I took 2 KOs, and then he... this is the turn 3, right? So if I double Protect, it's turn 4. And then he has to... If I double Protect, it's turn 4. Or I can bring in Mamoswine, Protect, and hard switch out into Thundurus. I have to bring in Mamoswine because it's the only thing that has Protect. Right? I never get to Ice Shard. I should be faster. He should Max Quake. Maybe. He could double up into Nidoking. I am guaranteed to take a KO. And then I can Max Guard, and then I have Focus Blast odds. Right? That's kind of the win con here. The Nidoking is the thing that, like, wins the game. The Nidoking is the thing that wins the game. How much is my turn? It's Thundurus is a full. Thundurus actually gets Focus Blasts off. We're gonna double it. Show me the punish. The punish was maybe like... Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, no, this is great. Might not be great. First off, Icicle Crash can miss, which would be really bad. That was a Steel Spike, right? Switching in Thundurus might have been the play. I might have played a little too passively there. My Drop Kick is going to reduce my attack stat, which is going to suck, because now I'm just doing less damage. And I don't actually have... Please hit. Please hit. Okay, good. So here's what I'm going to do. I have to max the Thundurus. I don't have a choice. I have to max the Thundurus. He has to target down the Mamoswine for a turn, right? He's gonna KO me through Dynamax, and then he's gonna have to go down to the max Focus Blasts, basically. Does Dynamax end? No, it didn't. Right. So yeah. So I just have to. Do I Ice Shard here just to get the chip damage off and guarantee it? Yeah, I think I Ice Shard. I think that if he targets the Thundurus, I always win because this is the last turn of Trick Room, right? Yeah, last turn of Trick Room, so I get to Ice Shard because if he targets down the Thundurus, he always loses. And then I get to Max Knuckle, and start... I know this is less than Focus Blast, but it always hits. And I can Max Guard if I need to. If the damage isn't enough, then I get to Max Guard to stall out my last turn of Dynamax. It's kind of funny, but then just like Focus Blast does more damage. Probably not what you know what, I just never expected to Dynamax my modest Thundurus with Focus Blast, but this is what's coming up. It just needs to live a max Rock Ball, and it should because it has the Charge Berry, right? So here's the Ice Shard, going to do 3 damage exactly, no more, no less. Here's the Steel Spike, so that's going to take the KO, but I'm special, so he didn't ever get a max Quake off, which is good because it means that I'm doing full damage. And also, I just don't think he has a way to kill the Thundurus in 1 hit. I have a lot of bulk. I have a Chardy Berry if he has a rock move. If he has body press, I should still be okay. He might be, he's going to figure it out as soon as this does damage. Yeah, like that's very clearly a special Thunderous. I mean, I guess I'm excited to watch the video, you know, just like always seeing what my opponents thought of, but like he should have figured it out. This is a special Thunderous. That should be game 2. I think we just won game 2, and this is it, you know? It's gonna... Oh man, I keep saying this is it, but like it really does have the sense of completion. It's gonna come down to one last game for who decides the 1 seed. One game, not even one set. It's crazy. All right, I know I've been watching Bryce's videos again. All of his links in the description. He's a great content creator, but like been watching his videos and like he always gets really nervous during matches. He's standing up, and like walking around, and I'm sure he's standing up right now. No doubt in my mind, he's standing up. I gotta write stuff down. This is Life Orb Steelix. I'm just not paying attention anymore to my notes. It's like, okay, we saw Fake Out. Okay, so going on to game 3. You know what? It's really just nice to get a win after 2 weeks of getting 2-0'd. It doesn't feel great. Let's see. So what's the game plan here? So it looked like he has 2 modes, right? I don't think he can fit a 3rd mode onto the team. We only saw steel moves from Steelix. What happened? All right. I mean, hey, we're back. At least the DC was in this part and not like another during the game. That's good. Anyways, okay. This is like taking a damper out of the excitement a little bit for me. For you, it's all going to be edited. You're not going to see it. I guess you'll see a little bit, but okay. So I think he's going back to Ninetales. Ninetales is obviously sick for him, right? He just did so much with that Pokemon. And so what I want to do, he doesn't know that I'm thick fat on Mamoswine. He obviously like never got to see Oblivious come up. So I want Mamoswine, I want Thunderous. Thunderous put in work. I don't think he goes back to the Steelix mode. I think he saw that my Thunderous is teched out to beat Steelix. I think he saw like, I brought double ground. I really respected it. And so I want Pokemon that beat the Ninetales because I'm just putting him on that. I also need Pokemon that beat the, I think I want to lead Togekiss, I think I want the Urshifu, I think I want the Mamoswine, and I think I want the Thunderous. Those 4 Pokemon, Bulu did very little. I'm really disappointed that it did very little, but I did. If it goes Steelix, do I have enough then? I really don't. This is where I'm really regretting not having Max Flare. I think I'm going to lead the Thunderous again, just because I'm a little scared of him going for... I'm just a little scared of him leading the Ninetales. I think he has the option to do that, and I really don't want it to see that. I am going to have to just max a Togekiss off the bat then. Let's see, Bulu and Nidoking on the bench. This is probably okay. We're gonna have to make it work. I'm okay with this. I think this is gonna work. Oh man, this is nerve-wracking. I mean, the games have been so short. We've honestly spent more time in between games trying to figure out, get reconnected than we have actually playing Pokemon, which is kind of nuts. But yeah, okay, that's not actually true. Yeah, okay. There's the Ninetales. So the good thing is after an Airstream, I outspeed Ninetales. That's guaranteed. I don't really want the Thunderous to have to take a Blizzard because it will go down to the Blizzard. I should live a Helping Hand. I should live the Helping Hand attack. I'm just going to Airstream the... Let's see, what am I Airstreaming? The Manchow it doesn't have a focus. I should have a Tie Berry. So I can Airstream the Ninetales here, I think, and switch out into the thing that outspeeds everything. And by that I mean the Urshifu, not the Mamoswine, apparently. I think. Or maybe it's the Mamoswine. It's gonna be Mamoswine. It's gonna be Mamoswine. And then this way, next turn, I can very easily go for another Airstream into the Mienshao, this time taking a KO, or just a Max Starfall into the Mienshao, taking a KO. And High Horsepower, the Ninetales, also take that KO. Maybe it was supposed to be Urshifu. If he reads this and close combats the slot, that's going to be really bad. If he has like Stone Edge, that's going to get tricky really quickly. But again, the goal here is just outspeed the Ninetales at +1 because it specs with both Pokemon. There's the Fake Out into the Togekiss. Oh, I could have just... Oh, I just had the game if I went for it. But there's the, okay, so that did a little over half. That's fine. I got what I wanted, which is the speed boost, right? And that did enough that high horsepower is still the most accurate move, but I'm not looking forward to missing this high horsepower. you know how it is. There's nothing on his team that outspeeds my Togekiss at +1, so I don't need to go for the, okay, actually, let's see. So I do have the Thundurus in back. So there is an argument to go for another max Airstream specifically so that I don't have to deal with... Yeah, we're just going to Airstream. The reason we're Airstreaming here is because I potentially want Thunder Wave. And I believe that... what's Mienchao's speed? I forgot. No, wait, Mienchao's faster. Oh no, okay. We should be fine. We should be fine. The Mienshao is actually going to outspeed the Togekiss, but not the Mamoswine, which is like a small oversight on my... No, it's not. Never mind. No, never mind. 109. No! No! Oh, I knew it was going to happen. I should have calculated the Ice Shard. Oh, that's so rough. Oh, God. Oh, I should have... I'm calculating it now because I'm upset, but like... Yeah, Ice Shard picked it up. I just threw. Holy crap. That was really bad. That's entirely on me, too. Oh, I got too excited. Wow, that's a big throw. Okay. So... what's going on here? Okay, so here's the play. I don't care about the Ninetales. I care about the Oranguru. The Oranguru could very easily Dynamax here, right? It's like not unreasonable at all. And I think I just double the Oranguru and try to get damage onto it. Then I go down to what? A Blizzard and a... Oh, that's so rough. Or I go for Aqua Jet and I just Surging Strikes here. I need the damage on Oranguru, but I don't want my Pokemon to go down. I don't think there's a way out of this. If he maxes the Oranguru, I mean... yeah, I mean, I guess, right? Into Serena or into... I should have Icicle Crashed. I had so many chances. I could have doubled it. I could have... Okay. Let's see. So I'm +1 speed, so Mamoswine will outspeed the Serena, and I don't have... It's not like it's Grassy Glide. Or he can go for the... he can target the Mamoswine, at which point I get to Thunderbolt the Serena, which will not knock it out in any ever knock it out. I could have Ice... Man, that feels awful. I just threw this thing away. That's smart. That's actually really good. Why not KO? It does. So now he just gets Grassy Glide pressure, and I can't use priority moves, so what am I going to do? Thunderbolt fully para him, I guess. Yeah, I really could have just... I could have Icicle Crashed that slot, and it would have been slightly less, but it would have covered for a better switch in. And then, even if I hit that, then I'm in an okay spot too. That's rough. All I had to do was Ice Shard. Oh god. Okay, so the Grassy Glide's coming out, and he doesn't have boost, so he might just like die. The Focus Blast is going to be the most powerful move that I have. I'm going to calc. Serena lived the Sludge Bomb, right, from Nidoking. And that's just Assault Vest. Yeah, it has to be Assault Vest. And so the Thundurus slot from week 10 is going to do Focus Blast is doing 23. Oh god, so I just gotta get this full para. That's all there is to it. Just get it. Para into full para. I also clicked the wrong move. Not that it mattered. Again, that was just such a minuscule chance of winning. Yeah, whatever. I mean, yeah, there's no shot at this point. There's no shot because I can double protect Thunderbolt Pill Para. He KOs the Thunderous. He brings in Ninetales. I don't have a chance to dodge Moonblast, which is obviously coming out, and I can't use priority moves to KO it. So I mean, we'll play it out. We'll give him the benefit. We'll let him get the KOs, but you know, game's over. Yeah, no double. Okay, good games. That's upsetting. I mean, like, obviously this game goes very differently if I hit, but also, like, it's my own fault. I mean, you control your own luck a lot of times, and that was a situation where, let's see, what happens if I Ice Shard? Ice Shard, take it out. He has Serena or Ranguru on the field at that point, and I just get to, it's Assault Vest Serena, and I know that, and I just outspeed everything. So I just get to Icicle Crash, take the KO on Serena every time, and he's playing 3v1 with a Ranguru. Yeah. Well, that's how it goes. I mean, and, okay, so here's the thing. What I was always told when I was playing in tournaments was, if you want to go X2, you can lose one set due to bad luck and one set due to getting outplayed. Because you're never gonna be allowed to lose 2 sets by getting outplayed, because you're going to lose 1 due to luck, just in a 7, 8, 9 round tournament. This is functionally a 10 round tournament. Going X2 would have been great. It would have got me the 1 seed. Realistically, I lost 2 games not because of bad luck, but because of getting outplayed, right? Against Joe and against Def. And this week, I lost. I win that game 90% of the time. But I also could have played better. And I wasn't allowed to lose 2 games earlier in the season due to getting outplayed, is really what it comes down to. And also, I just should have played better. So, you know, it is what it is. Thankfully, we are still in playoffs. We are going to be either I believe the 2 or the 3 seed, depending on the result of Joe versus Bevzy. And so we will be playing one of many different players in the playoffs, potentially someone we haven't seen before. I think there's actually very good odds for the 2 seed that we're playing, Necra, who we haven't seen, but you know, she's got a very cool team and started the season really well. So that's going to be exciting. I'm not sure if that's going to be next week or the week afterwards, but look forward to that. Obviously, losing the last 3 weeks of the season isn't great, but you know, we're going to do better. I'm confident, and I'm also just going to be playing more Pokemon. I kind of like didn't play as much Pokemon throughout like the end of Series 9 into the start of Series 10, and I think it showed as like my skills I've gotten a little rusty. I haven't necessarily always made the right plays, and I think I'm just going to be playing more Pokemon, and hopefully that will warm me up a little better for the end of this league. And you know, I mean, we're still in it to win it. So yeah, thank you all for tuning in. Again, go check out Bryce. He finished the season 9-1. Very, very impressive season. And I'm hoping that I get to face him in finals. There is no chance that I face him before that, so I will hopefully get to get this rematch, run it back in finals. And yeah, so thank you all for watching. And until next time, I will see you all later.